Hi guys, this is Paulie T. This is KoldTurkey, and this is my second live, so bear with me. Um, I haven't put a lot of content up today, so I'm gonna hang in here now and wait till some of you guys come up in the room. So the moment I'll sit here, I'll sit here on my own and wait for a few of you guys to come up in here. Thanks. Hey guys, so anyway, I'm going to start talking, even though I'm just on my own here, and that's all right. That's all right. I'm still trying to get the hang of this live and how to do it, and it seems I got it the last time pretty good. I messed it up today by trying to schedule this meeting so that I could give advance time and then get some people up in here. But as it is at the moment, I figure I don't even know if this is going out live, so I got to check on my phone. Let's see. Yeah, we're here. 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 Right. Hey, Kieran Moran. Yeah, bro. Live. How are you doing, man? Kieran. And got a message there earlier from someone asking me, was KoldTurkey turned into a crypto channel now? No, it's just one of the little things we want to do, little life enhancement programs that we want to do to try and help what I would call my people, which are people who struggle with their mind, to get a foothold here in this new age that's upon us, that's coming now with this COVID, this lockdown and everything that's with it. I do believe we're coming into a new time, and the crypto buzz that we do on a Sunday night is just to help people get a shout in and on possibly becoming more financially stable. And that's only a part of what we do here at KoldTurkey. As some of those my people know, that are subscribers know, I've been injured there in a bike accident recently. So I was out of the game going around, as far as going around interviewing people and stuff. So I could have done a little more at home, but I'd be reluctant to do too much lives without having some content. But I decided to just dive in today, just to connect in with the subs and that. I've had a lot of people out there, congratulating me and saying I'm a wonderful guy and all this stuff about going around helping homeless people. I appreciate all those comments, and they're really nice. But I also know I've been neglected other parts of my life and people closer to me trying to get this channel up. And, last couple of weeks have been a time of great introspection for me, taking stock of my own life and how I'm moving forward. And I really had to slow down. That's what having that little accident was about for me. It's taking a look at my own life and, how I treat those around me that are closest to me. And it's been put to me by my nearest and dearest that I was almost running away with myself in trying to get my channel and my shop and little bits and pieces done. I was neglecting those nearer to me. And, I had to, it's been a humbling experience, and to sit here and listened to some of my nearest and dearest telling me that they felt I was kind of unavailable. I got excited about this channel and about the shop and things I wanted to do in life. I wanted to share that. And sometimes I took my eye off the ball, um, and those nearer and dearer to me suffered as a consequence. So I want to publicly apologize to my nearest and dearest. You know who you are if I haven't been as attentive as I could have been. Anyway, moving on from that, I just want to check in on, about Dell, the lad that I did the fundraiser for, who got the guy we did the makeover for, when he got attacked then a couple of days later. Attacked and robbed, I should say. So I did a fundraiser for him, and I put it up on Facebook, and some people shared it, and some people donated to it, and I'm really very grateful, and I want to shout those people out and thank them from the bottom of my heart for. We didn't get what we wanted to get, and I put down an unrealistic amount of 5,000 as a goal, because I thought, if I could get him an apartment for 6 months or something, it would really be something to give him a good kickstart in getting his life together. We did get a few £100. I'm just looking for the receipts here. We did get a few hundred, and I'm very grateful for anybody that did donate to help Derek get a flat. Now, at the moment, we have to contact Derek. I know he's in a hostel somewhere in the city. So a couple of people who know him have contacted me before. I'd like you to get back in touch with me so that I could get in touch with Derek and release these funds to him or to a hostel of his choosing that he would like to be secure in, for as much as at least the money can help. So guys, just bear with me now, and I have a look for, here we go, the GoFundMe, see where we're at. Right. Also, I've got a message. Anybody knows of a Carlo Murphy from Ballivor, that's in Meath? Carlo has been sleeping rough in Dublin in the city centre for the last couple of months, I believe. Now, I'm not 100% sure how long, but there's a message from his family and friends that they miss him and they want him to come home. And the message also says that Lee, your best friend Lee, is going to help you get right, and he's going to help you get back on the straight and narrow. Your friends and family miss you. They want you home. So that's for Carlo Murphy. And if anybody knows him, then they can pass that message on. Now, I'm just signing in here to this GoFundMe to show you guys how we've done with Dell's fundraiser. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I believe the last check it was 290. Let's see. Yeah. So right, we've got a. Let's see that there. Let's see, we got 290 euros there from raised so far for help Dell get a flat, and I'm happy enough to give him that, and because it's I don't even know if he knows about this GoFundMe that we've done, so it'll be great. But I do want to take this time to shout out a big thank you to Gail Doyle, Brendan O'Donovan, Michelle Tarter, Joseph Murphy, Claire Murphy, Sheila O'Grady, and Peter Fox, who all kindly donated to help Dell get a flat. And I can't wait to give Dell that few bob. Unfortunately, it's not the amount. It was a very high amount that I tried to give him, but it was just because of the situation. But we thought we should shoot for high, and whatever we got, and we got 290 euros, and I'm happy to be able to give that guy that. At least he can get a new tent. They smashed up his tent, and they robbed him, so he can replace, I think, those few humble items that he was stolen from. or he can get a hostel or buy himself a jacket. And I don't know, and I don't mind. It's just nice to be able to give him something. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for anybody who's been willing to do that. And just see Out of the Cut TV. Hey, bro, how are you doing? Glad you checked in there. This is only my second live, bro, so bear with me. But Out of the Cut TV, yeah, I'm good, bro. I hope you're good too. And let me just say for myself, so anyone who catches this live later when it's published, just connected with a young man who runs a channel. It's about as long going as mine, about 2 months. Out of the Cut TV. I watched his channel. I checked it in. He does primarily hip hop and some street news and hip hop news and hip hop related stuff over there. And I've been looking for someone from the hip hop culture in America to be able to check in with, so that we could possibly do some phone interviews, and we'd like, us Europeans would like to hear more about the real street life over there, because we're all familiar with it through hip hop and through the news articles and through media. We are all familiar with it. But one thing that fascinates me about the whole hip hop scene, fascinates me and terrifies me about it, because I do love hip hop, but is this drill music scene where people are killing each other and then rapping about it in songs, or someone from their crew kills somebody else and they'll rap about it, and it's horrific stuff, and it's happening before our eyes, and it's in the industry in front of us, and it's just accepted as the norm. Thank you, bro. What's your name, my brother? I'm Paulie T. I'm just checking it. You would love to do it, brother, anytime. Me too, bro. What we got to do is, can you hook me up on Facebook so we can we'd be able to have like a private chat on Messenger or something, and then we can do an interview together. And I want you to fill me in on just on the drill music scene, and maybe explain to me from the perspective of your culture to why this has become as accepted as the norm, just so that we can all get an understanding. Because it's hello, Carly. Because it's very it's deep stuff, man. It's very deep stuff, and it's something I'd love to investigate. Adrian Simmons, Pinterest. Adrian, I'm going to be on to you, bro. I'll be on to you. In fact, after this live later on this afternoon, on Facebook, I'm going to look you up on Facebook, Aid, and then we'll have a conversation, and we'll set something up, bro. It'll be interesting, really, for us over here in Europe, and I hope it'll be interesting for your subs to get a look in on a different culture. Us Irish over here, we have a lot in common with any repressed nation of people, and we understand deeper than most Europeans what it's like to be a repressed people. So I'm looking really forward to that, bro. Yeah, Carly, great to catch you. I'm glad you topped in there, because for a moment I was left sitting here whistling, not on my own, hoping that someone would check in. I'm delighted that Adrian from Out of the Cut TV. Anybody wants to check in with a cool hip hop station that's only starting up, get in there early and go and support Adrian. He's starting up his own channel over there in America, and we just want to give him a bit of support, because I'm going to be checking in and hooking up with Adrian. He's going to be my guy in the USA, I hope. So yeah, poor Paul. Yeah, poor me. I know. I survived. I'm still here. But just to give an update, there's a couple of people joining up there in the live. I went through the donations for Dell. We raised €290, and it's great to be able to give that man a few quid. I hope to get that on camera when I give to him, so I can get his reaction, and so that you guys can see the money gets handed over and everything. On the crypto show that we do with Django on Sunday, that's going really well. It's been a wild week in the crypto. It's been jumping up and down all over the place, and there were big gains to be made for short-term investors. But on Crypto Buzz, on KoldTurkey, our whole thing is to hold up tight for the 2-year period that we're suggesting, because that's when we think we'll make proper bank with this crypto, and never put in more than you can afford to lose. That's the real bottom line with all of this. Yeah, man, I got a few other little bits and pieces I had down here that I wanted to check in with. But yeah, I put out a call earlier. I don't really know if there was anyone there about this young guy, Carlo Murphy, young lad sleeping in Dublin. It's just that I was contacted. Some of his friends had seen my channel and thought it might have been a good medium for me to put across. Just a shout out to Carlo and let him know that his friends and family, they want him home. He's sleeping rough in Dublin. If anyone knows him, he goes by the name Carlo and he's from Westmeath. His mate Lee is going to help him, support him, get on the straight and narrow. And this message was delivered to me by Lauren, and I want to thank you, Lauren, for doing that. And it might make all the difference. So anyone that knows, let him know. Usually like to cover. Nice one, Adrian. Fair play to you, bro. And yeah, Adrian just putting it out there from Out of the Cut TV that anyone feel free to send him any type of news that you'd like him to cover. And yeah, do that. Absolutely do that. But also any suggestions brought into me, Adrian, I'll get on to you because we'd be interested in just having just some conversation and so that we can come to sort of some understanding, especially about the topics I mentioned to you earlier. That's pretty fascinating, but it's pretty terrifying. And to think that this is all in the music industry and happening before our eyes. And these are not just little small rappers in little hoods. Some of these are huge, big name millionaires, and they're still involved in this type of stuff. And it's given a really bad message to the youth. But we're going to talk about all of that at a future time, Adrian. And I look really forward to it, bro. Hey, Boris. Hello, bro. Hey, Boris is just big up, Boris. Right, Boris, you're new. Welcome. You're very welcome, Boris. What's this channel about? I'll tell you what it's about, bro. It's about redemption. This channel, me, I'm a recovering drug addict. I was for years on hard drugs like heroin, morphine, opiates, and methadone. And I managed to get off them, bro, after years and years and years of struggling. So I set up this channel to be a positive lifestyle channel, and that would help anybody in recovery or just out of jail or just trying to start a new life or just to change themselves. Because there's lots and lots of information I have and I've been privy to over the years, just from the people I've met and the type of stuff I've been into and read about. And I feel I have a lot of information and knowledge that I can help share with the younger people that may be struggling to live a life in recovery. Thanks, bro. Thanks, Adrian. Congratulations. And so just to explain to you, Boris, about this channel. So I do a crypto show on Sunday night. We're trying to elevate our people. And when I say our people, I'm talking about those that are struggling with life, mental issues, just out of prison, maybe just clean from drugs or trying to get clean from drugs. And this channel is to be like a support system. I also interview homeless people and their struggles. And I interview people who have made it in recovery and are doing very well because they've got some really good inspirational stories. But there's nothing out of bounds on this channel to talk about. Carly, I love your channel. I'm also in recovery. Well done, Carly. And you're very welcome over here. I love that you love the channel. I didn't know how this channel would be received. And it's all new to me, this YouTube, especially this live stuff. But I'm really glad that I'm breaking my fear of doing it live, because I'm all right when I sit down to record something and I edit it. And usually I do it in one take. But when I'm doing live, there's just something about the fact that I know that this is going out right now live, and I just want to be coherent with what I say and that my message doesn't get diluted. Because I have a mind that can be like a washing machine sometimes. Loads of ideas. And so I don't want to confuse my subscribers or anyone who's taking the time to listen in. Struggle sometimes with anger issues. Is that you're saying, Adrian? Yeah, I hear you, bro. And today, that's a great topic and something that we really want to look into, because I do too, Adrian. But it doesn't come out. I don't come across as an angry guy. My anger, though, it'll build up, and then I'll snap. My tongue can be like a scissors. I have a cutting tongue, and it's nice and gentle as a man, as people are telling me I am. I'm a very fallible human being, I make a lot of mistakes. This is my daughter. Hey, Isolt.
Hi.
Come here a sec. This is my beautiful daughter, Isolt, from Galway. She's up joining me for a few days to visit. And another reason I haven't been doing a lot on this. So Isolt's from Galway, which is in the west coast of Ireland. So I'm very happy to introduce her. I'm hoping she's going to be my roving reporter for the west coast and anything that happens over in G-Town, as she calls it. So Isolt, you got a message from my subscribers or anything you'd like to say?
No.
What about like, share?
Yeah, like and share,
comment, subscribe. Thanks, Isolt.
No problem.
Hey, thanks so much. She's beautiful. Carly says you're beautiful.
Thanks, Carly. I'm sure you are too.
Yeah, and I'm just Adrian. Yeah, what you're saying there, bro, about anger, yeah, and it building up, it certainly does. When we repress anger and we don't get to express something that hurts us, it builds up and it builds up. And it's that pressure cooker because we don't want to let out our anger every time we get annoyed. So we hold it in. We don't find a decent way to express it. Sometimes our nearest and dearest are the ones that suffer most. They get the wrath, the full of our wrath. And because when we let things build up. Isolt, how do you deal with anger issues? Have you any advice? No, really?
No, I don't really have any advice. Maybe just think before you react angrily, because sometimes you're just angry in the moment, and then when you chill out a bit, you just feel guilty. So don't do that, because
that's a very good point. So that's a very good point. Isolt just brought me up to a great point there. Reaction and response. Now, what's the difference between the two of them? If you do something to me, so I can react or I can respond, I think the difference is a few seconds. A reaction happens in the moment. It's like a snap. It's an instant reaction. A response, there seems to be a bit of time between what happens and when I respond. And even if it's only 2 seconds, 2 minutes or 2 days, the response gives you time to think, as Isolt just said, and reminded me there, or great the wisdom you can get over these young people these days, because they think different than we did when we were growing up. Carly has to leg it. Carly, you go, and thank you very much for checking in, always supporting the channel, Carly.
Bye, Carly.
And we'll talk to you soon. Oh, bro, Adrian, I hear you there, man. That's a very open and honest statement, and I respect your courage to own that. Adrian's saying there, sometimes thinks he wants to cry, but I feel weak, and when I do so, I hulk up and lash out. And bro, here's your brother. Here's your brother. Sometimes and I'll tell you another thing, Adrian, sometimes I do cry. For a 57-year-old man, sometimes I sit down and I cry. I do, because I get frustrated. And I sit and I cry. And I'm glad I can cry, because it means that I'm in touch with those emotions and I can get to release them. So we don't, that's the sort of stuff that builds up. That builds up. He's reading the comments there over my shoulder. Hey, welcome, Elaine.
Thanks, Elaine.
We're all sinners.
God bless you too, Elaine.
Very bright all there. I do, and I'm so blessed, Elaine. I'm so blessed. That little monkey, I love her dearly. She's taught me a lot, believe it or not. She's taught me an awful lot about women, about life itself, about me. She has taught me about me, because she's made me look at things that I otherwise may not have. So kudos to you, daughter girl. I think that's a really good point. Elaine, we're all sinners. Yeah, and for those of us that are non-religious, we can look at that. We're all fallible. Let's say that. We all make mistakes. It's natural, and yes, that's true. Very beautiful, bright daughter there. God bless you, brother. Thanks, Elaine. I really appreciate that comment. A bit of love, it goes a long way. And Elaine identifies with that. She got a son who says he's taught him a lot. And we can learn from the most humble of us. We can learn from the most humble of us. We can learn from the most, the youngest among us, the poorest among us. Everybody's got something to give. And it's funny, there's just another thing crossing my mind there. I had this sort of little revelation during the week where I was thinking about, love, hate, all of that, these strong human emotions. And, I've come to this conclusion, and also with talking to a good friend, and we discussed it over a bit, and I've come to the conclusion that indifference is worse than hate. Yeah. Some years ago, there was a Japanese experiment done where they got some rice and put it in some water, the same rice, same batch, and they put it in 3 similar glasses in different cubicles. And in one, they went in every day and they prayed over it and they wished it well. The next cubicle, they went into the glass with the rice and they hated on it. They're like, you just disgust me, you're despicable, and all this sort of stuff. Giving out these vibes, loving vibes, hateful vibes, and the other one they just ignored. And at the end of the experiment, the one that was given all the love had a fragrant smell. It had almost fermented in the glass, the rice, almost turning into a wine. The second one, the one that was given hate, it had a lot of disturbance and chaos, a little bit of mold, but there was a lot going on in the glass. The one that was indifferent, the rice just went completely mild, dark, and died. And this was just an experiment done with water and how water reacts to emotions. But it wasn't about that. That was more, what was most interesting about it was that the indifference seemed to have a more destructive effort. And that's why homeless people really suffer that energy of indifference when we walk by them. And we may not have anything to give them. They might be asking us for something. But even a nod and a recognition, just that person is there. Sometimes that can be, sometimes that can be the best thing we can do, just to recognize that there is another person there and that they are alive and that they have a life and feelings and a heart. And just a little nod or, sorry, buddy, I don't have anything. Letting them know you recognize them. Because in my experience, even my short experience in talking to people that are homeless, the thing that hurts them the most is when people ignore them like they're not there. So sometimes even just a word, little recognition and nod makes all the difference. That's why, indifference equals death. Yeah. See, at least in hate, there's some passion. Hate is always born of a love lost or a love betrayed or a love hurt or a loyalty hurt or a loyalty betrayed. But indifference, where I just ignore and don't care, is the most destructive thing you can do to another human being. And it's such a passive thing because it requires no effort. You need effort to hate. You don't need effort to be indifferent. But indifference, it's the more evil of the two. Because at least with hate, you know what you hate. And the person only hates because there's been a betrayal of loyalty or love, meaning that there was loyalty and love on there on some level. But indifference, it shows, I don't care, you're not there, you don't exist to me. And it puts people in a different dimension because they're not recognizing this dimension. But anyway, that's just a few of my thoughts. And also, I want to say something that's completely irrelevant, but very important to me in my life. Last week, I was sitting here doing something on the computer, and a friend of mine was hoovering up around me. And my mind was going mad, and it just came to me. I think there would be a Nobel Peace Prize for the man who invents the quiet vacuum cleaner. And I know a lot of people can relate to that. I just wanted to say that. Adrian just saying there, he walked past this guy the other day who tried to talk to him, but I heard him. And I've done that too, Adrian. I've done that too. I've walked by people, homeless people, because I thought, shit, I have no change, so I'll just ignore and pretend I don't hear him, or I look at my phone. And it wasn't until I was interacting with homeless people and realizing how offensive that was that I stopped to do that. So now even I try to just give them recognition. Yeah, Adrian, you can see the guys in Forge homes. Oh, his guy's going to tap me, so we pretend we don't see them. And hey, I'm just saying I've done that myself, but I just have come to realize how how damaging it is for these other people, that we could just walk by them and ignore their whole being and spirit. But man, I'm really looking forward to us having a one-on-one. It looks like we're going to have a lot to talk about, Adrian, because I relate to that and to anything you said to me so far. So I'm really looking forward to us doing that hookup, and we'll. I will, like I said, later after this, check out on Facebook, and we'll make sure that we get a time to have a call on Messenger and talk about what we're going to talk about and stuff. Yeah, look forward to that, bro. But yeah, for the homeless, which have featured a lot on this channel. For those, I would say, just to give recognition. People go, you can't give the money out. No, you can't. But you can always give them a glance, a little nod. And that's that was probably the big message I wanted to say today. Also, a couple of people have been sending me in poems, which I really appreciate. And I was thinking of doing something soon, like creativity and recovery, or even just to hear the poems about struggling in life, mental health, homelessness, poverty, whatever it is. I'd gladly do a show someday and put all the poems that you guys have sent together and pick the best few out and air them, because some of them are very creative. But that's something I'd love to look into doing. Cool. Okay, bro. I got you. Adrian, I got you there, bro. I'm not going to post them, and neither do I. My life is, since I started to do this channel, Adrian, I just thought I'm going to expose my life as it is, the ups and the downs. And I haven't been both, But it was my way of kind of contracting myself to stay right. I thought if I put it out in public, I'd have to stay and hold the ground. Also, I have this woman watching over my shoulder, ready to slap me back into into order. Yeah, man, I'm pretty overt and open about whatever's going on with me too. But I know we've only had a couple of people here, but it's been really intimate, and I really appreciate anybody who has taken the time out to tap in today. Like I say, it's been a week of deep introspection and me looking at my own place in the world, my own place in myself, because being in recovery, the man has to learn to live all over again. He sure does. I'd like to shout out Bruno down in Galway, who I know was checking in, and if he ain't watching now, he will be later. Hello, Bruno.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Can't just do that.
That's a friend of his, so I just said, yeah. But so listen, guys, I just want to check everyone. Did you get the COVID shot? Not yet, Adrian. Adrian just from America there. He's just asked me if I got the COVID shot. No, bro, not yet. Being an older dude and somebody who's got I have a COPD, so I don't want to get COVID. But did I get the shot? No. Will I take the shot? I'll tell you what, I will. Why? Because I really believe that if you don't have it, they're going to restrict you from travel and God knows what else, all those things in the future. And I think I don't know what's going on with all of this. It's a huge subject. I don't even know if it's one I want to go deep in on, because I've seen already how some people have been censored by talking in any bad way and negatively about any of the vaccines. It wouldn't be on the top of my list to have something to do, except I'm a man that loves to travel and I don't want to be hindered in my travel. So I also feel I'm kind of old enough. If I took it and there was something pear-shaped in it, so be it. I'm just hearing there, Adrian saying, don't take a Johnson & Johnson because it causes blood clots. Man, I heard that. And over here, the AstraZeneca was a very popular one. I think it was one of the first ones we had here. And they've stopped giving that now. Some people have had the first shot and have not been able to get their second shot because they're stopping to do it. And I don't know what happens with those people because it's this 2-shot deal. So it seems over in America, you guys seem to be ahead of it on the vaccines, but I don't like to hear that something's actually causing blood clots, man. Hey, it's early days with all this stuff. God knows how it's going to go, guys. But let's hope and pray that what it is out there, it will protect the people and it will clear up this whole mess that we've had for the last 2 years. But I think we'll all agree on one thing. We are in the middle of a great reset at the moment. There's a great change going on. And I'm hoping with the little shows we do here with Crypto Buzz and some of the other shows we have, cultural exchange shows and things where we get to know a bit more, because we live in a global world now, especially with the internet. We're no longer just it's no longer just about Ireland and our culture, or America and their culture, England and their culture, or even China and their culture. We're a global community now, much more than ever because of the internet. I'm just seeing there, it's very, that Adrian saying he caught the COVID. It was hard to smell and breathe. Yeah, that's what I heard are the two main side effects of the COVID. It was last year though. Bro, I'm glad to hear you got over it. You were one of the early ones to get it. That means you probably have a natural immunity and you may not need to take the vaccine, bro. It's terrible when I read that young, strong people found it difficult to breathe. I'm thinking, I'm so blessed I didn't get it, because it would challenge me, and I know that. It was last year though, man. I'm glad to hear you got over it. You exercised. Exercise is very important, isn't it, to keep our bodies doing something, to stay fluid and lucid. But yeah, guys. Look, it's a Saturday afternoon here, Saturday morning, I guess, in the States, and I just wanted to check in because I hadn't done much uploading during the last week. I had my daughter up. I was recovering from a sore foot, and I was taking a little time out for introspection. But I'm glad I checked in today, and I appreciate those who tapped in. I'm going to check out now. I just wanted to say I wish you guys a lovely weekend. I will be uploading Crypto Buzz tomorrow night, and I will do a upload later on today. Just an upload where I'll just put a few thoughts together and a few bits and pieces. So
bye everyone.
From Eastolts, from myself, from Dublin, Ireland, this is KoldTurkey, this is Paulie T, and Eastolt M.
Bye.
Bye, guys.